Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the road trip ready trivia quiz made to be played in the car. Today's episode is number 455, the category Brainy Tuesday number 13. This is a 21 question random knowledge trivia quiz where all of the questions are just a little bit harder than your standard pub quiz. Put on your thinking caps because today is a little bit of a tough one. Good luck. Let's get started with question number 1. According to Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Alf was the name of a sacred river which flowed through the land of Xanadu through caverns measureless to man before reaching a sunless sea. In which of his poems? Alf was the name of the river that flowed through Xanadu in Kubla Khan. Question number 2. The U.S. Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is located in Arlington National Cemetery. Britain's Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is in Westminster Abbey. Under what monument is France's Tomb of the Unknown Soldier? France's Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is under what monument? The answer is the Arc de Triomphe. Question number 3. Rustichello da Pisa, also known as Rusticano, was an Italian romance writer who is best known for co-writing what man's autobiography, probably the most celebrated travel book ever written, while they were in prison together in Genoa. The answer is Marco Polo. Question number 4. Noah's paternal grandfather perished in the year of the flood, but not before reaching the ripe old age of 969 years. What was the name of this oldest identified person in the Bible? What is the name of Noah's paternal grandfather? The oldest man identified in the Bible was Methuselah. Question number 5. Discovered by Michael Faraday in 1825, its structure puzzled scientists for 40 years, until 1865, when Auguste Kekule proposed a hexagonal formula with alternate double bonds. What is the name of this aromatic compound and proven carcinogen? Discovered by Michael Faraday in 1825, it is benzene. Question number 6. What American Nobel laureate in literature had a kneecap that was made of metal, his own having been shot away during World War I while he served as an ambulance driver on the Western Front? Who was this American Nobel laureate? The answer is Ernest Hemingway. Question number 7. It begins with a Christmas party at which a magician brings toys for the children, including a special one for Clara. What is the name of the popular Tchaikovsky ballet where Clara's gift comes to life as a handsome prince? The name of that ballet is The Nutcracker. Question number 8. The dry variety is caused by a restricted blood supply. The wet type occurs when bacteria infect the tissue. What is this unsightly type of tissue decay where the gas variety involves the dreaded Clostridium bacterium that spreads rapidly? The answer is gangrene. Question number 9. The Hatfield-McCoy feud of 1888 ultimately involved two state governors and governments on opposing sides. What were these two states that nearly went to war before this feud was resolved? I need the names of both U.S. states. The answer is Kentucky and West Virginia. Question number 10. American critics hated his work, but what author of some lesser-known titles like The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket and Manuscript Found in a Bottle was a cult hero to European writers from Charles Baudelaire to George Bernard Shaw? The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket is a lesser-known title from Edgar Allan Poe. Question number 11. Officially recognized as a currency by Massachusetts Bay Colony on October 18, 1650, what is the name of the traditional white and purple shell beads of the Eastern Woodlands tribes of Native Americans? These white and purple shells were known as wampum. Wampum is the answer. Question number 12. It detects ionizing radiation such as alpha and beta particles by using a gas-filled tube to produce an electrical pulse for each particle detected. Named for the German physicist who developed it in 1928, what is the device called for measuring radioactivity? The answer is a Geiger counter, or a Geiger meter. Question number 13. After sworn testimony from 522 witnesses and some 26 volumes of testimony and photographic documentation, what was the name of the commission that made public its 888-page report concluding that Lee Harvey Oswald had acted alone? That conclusion was made by the Warren Commission. Question number 14. Although this army's wars are all peaceful, its periodical is called the War Cry, and its motto is Blood and Fire. What is the name of this organization founded by General William Booth? The answer is the Salvation Army. Question number 15. It was written in a suite on the second floor of Istanbul's glamorous Para Palace Hotel. While the author stayed in Istanbul, her characters left that city by train bound for Paris. What is the title of this classic thriller by Agatha Christie? That book is called Murder on the Orient Express. Question number 16. Discovered in 1947, the Book of Lamech, the Book of Isaiah, 20 Thanksgiving hymns, an apocalyptic account of the war of the sons of light against the sons of darkness, and a manual of discipline are more commonly known by what collective name? Not discovered until 1947, this would be the Dead Sea Scrolls. Question number 17. It was built in 1703 by John Sheffield and purchased in 1761 by King George III. What is the name of the royal residence in the borough of Westminster with 600 rooms and 40 acres of gardens? This royal residence is called Buckingham Palace. Question number 18. In this type of triangle, the altitude drawn from the vertex between the two equal legs to the base is also the median to that base. What is the name for this type of triangle that comes from a Greek word meaning equal legs? The triangle that we're looking for is an isosceles triangle. Question number 19. Kaiser Wilhelm II of Germany had such confidence in her aim that he once let her shoot a cigarette from his lips. What is the name of this diminutive sharpshooter who inspired Irving Berlin's musical comedy, Annie, Get Your Gun? This diminutive sharpshooter is Annie Oakley. And question 20. The story's main character, Lemuel Gulliver, visits the land after the ship on which he is traveling is blown off course. What is the name of the fictional peninsula occupied by giants in Jonathan Swift's 1726 satirical novel, Gulliver's Travels? The peninsula occupied by giants is called Brobdingnag. Brobdingnag. Alright, that'll do it for the first 20 questions. There is a question 21 tiebreaker coming up at the end of this episode if you need to stick around for that. But before we get there, let me apologize. I feel like there was at least a dozen words in this last quiz that I had trouble pronouncing. I had to look stuff up in Google to make sure I was getting the correct pronunciation, but I record these pretty early in the morning and it's like my brain hasn't switched on yet, so I apologize if some of the words in here were a little rough. Hopefully you still enjoyed today's quiz. If you like this type of trivia, feel free to subscribe to this channel, follow along. We're also on all the social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. But make sure you subscribe here on YouTube. That's where we post new quizzes all the time. Alright, now we're gonna do question 21, the tiebreaker for today. The way this works is whoever gets closest to the correct number is going to win the point and break the tie. Here we go. Question 21. The federal government of the United States is divided into three branches: executive, legislative, and judicial. The legislative branch, the Congress, is divided into two houses, the Senate and the House of Representatives. In total, how many senators and representatives are there in Congress? How many total in the Senate and the House? The answer is 535. There's 100 senators and 435 House of Representative members. So 535 is correct. Whoever got closest to 535 is going to win that point. And if there was a tie after question 20, whoever just won that point just won the whole game. Congratulations. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next trip.